video, I'm going to be doing a first impression / review on the Milk Makeup Holographic Highlighter. This product's been out for a while now. I do remember when this was first released, there was a lot of hype on it, and a lot of big YouTubers were doing first impressions, and this was around the time that Milk Makeup first released. Just recently, Sephora Canada has started to sell Milk Makeup. My local Sephora did have this holographic highlighter and then one other that was more of a goldy tone, but the holographic one definitely is really intriguing because you don't always get a holographic kind of glow from a highlighter. They're more either metallic or dewy or wet, so kind of curious as to how this is going to perform on my skin. I do really like the packaging of this product. I think that the clear casing is very clean looking, and I also do like, obviously, that they put the little holographic font on there. So Milk Makeup says that this multi-use illuminating stick instantly melts into skin using Milk Melt technology, and holographic pearls provide a prismatic finish. So this product is infused with mango butter, peach nectar, avocado oil, and meteorite dust. I wonder what this will smell like. There's like maybe the faintest fruity scent, but really can't smell much. So by touching this, it feels like a very lightweight cream product. Okay, so on my finger, I don't know what you can see, but there definitely is a holographic glow. Just my first thoughts on this is that I feel like it's not going to be an overly intense highlight. From the looks of Milk Makeup, it looks like it's a pretty, not natural brand, but it's not a brand that is about full face of makeup. It's more about bringing out that inner glow and natural, but I just could totally be making that up, but that's kind of what I get from just looking at the products on Sephora. So I tried not to set the areas of my face where I usually put a highlighter, so I tried to keep powder away from my cheekbones. I'm first going to try by taking my finger, getting a good amount of product on there. So I'm just gonna take this. The more that my finger is kind of playing around with the product, the more kind of like goopy the product feels like it's melting down to be. So I don't know what that's gonna be like on the skin, but we're going to go in and try. So, oh, I'm just gonna dab. It's definitely coming off more purple on my skin tone. I don't even know what that's looking like on camera, but when I look in my mirror, I definitely get a purple tinge. In my mirror, I think it looks actually pretty cool. But when I'm looking in my viewfinder, I don't see that much. So it did melt into my skin pretty nicely. Granted that I do have other makeup on my face, and some powder could have gotten in this region. The only part of my face that's looking the slightest bit cakey is just right in this region, but I think that's where the powder from setting under my eyes is kind of getting in the way, but just by looks of it, I think it does give a pretty cool holographic glow. Definitely a little bit more purple on my skin, but nevertheless, still really pretty. I have to say, so far the product still feels the slightest bit tacky on my skin, and I don't really like that because my hair is kind of getting in it, and I don't know, I feel like I would like to put a powdered product on top. I don't know if that defeats the purpose of the product. I don't know if putting a powder product is going to take away from the holographic part of it, but I'm going to see what it's like by putting a product on top. Personally, with cream products, like a cream highlighter, before I even set my under eyes, put bronzer, blush on, I'd put this cream product, then set everything, and then go over it with a powder highlight. So I'm just going to see how this product performs by putting a powder highlight over top of it. So because this highlighter is pulling more purple and blue tones, so I'm going to go in with Forever Lit, which has more of a blue undertone. So that made it super intense. This highlighter itself is intense, but I definitely think that it did intensify it. I feel like it's slightly patchy. Like wherever I didn't put the cream, the powder kind of skids over that line where the cream and just my skin connect. This definitely makes it extremely intense. So you could just use this on its own and it gives a really cool glow. It gives a more unique purple glow. But if you're someone who wants it to be like glowing in your face, really intense, then I would put a powder highlight on. Granted, keep in mind that I am using not a natural highlight. This highlight is definitely intense. It has its glow. I don't know. For pictures, I think this is super cool. For video, I think it's super cool. But for day-to-day, I do think it's too intense for myself. I just think this product is going to work better if you use it earlier on in your whole process of applying your makeup and not at the end. So basically what I wish I would have done was film a video where I started off in the middle of my makeup. So I already put my foundation on, but I hadn't set anything. Then I put this, then set my face, and then kind of seen how the product performed and went through and glowed through my makeup. But granted, I think this would be a really nice product for the summer. The slight tackiness isn't horrible. It's not super uncomfortable. I also didn't let it sit for too long. I don't know what it would be like after an hour if the tackiness would kind of go down. So that being said, the product did blend out nicely on my cheek. Aside from it kind of getting in between with the powder, I do think that this is going to work better if you put this over top of bare skin that just has a foundation, nothing with a powder yet. So the only cons that I do have to say about this was that initially it is slightly tacky and I do not know if it's going to dry down within an hour. So the only thing is that with a powder highlight, it does look gorgeous once you apply it over top. It really intensifies it. It looks pretty. But you should, I think, go in with a lighter hand and build up that powder highlight because you want to make sure that that line where the cream ends and then your natural skin is blends out nicely. And I think I went in with too much product, so it was kind of visible where that gradient kind of started and ended. I think just because summer is around the corner, this will be a product that I'll reach for more. Cream products definitely I utilize more in the summer than I do in any other season. And I am curious to see how the color would come off on different skin tones if it kind of shifts, because holographic colors have like a shift in the different tones. I didn't really see a huge shift of different colors when I like turned my face. I do wonder if different colors would come out on different skin tones. So my first impression is that I am impressed with this. I do definitely want to give some other Milk products a try. I've heard a lot of things about them and generally they are really positive. And it's nice to see a new brand kind of come out and to see new innovative products that they do release. If you did like this video, I would love if you could like, subscribe, and comment down below. Back,